Good morning, students. We have to continue the previous class. Lesson 12 we have completed all the one words, 2 marks, 4 marks. Totally up to that we have completed. Today we have to see the 7 mark questions. See the 7 mark questions. Already 3 7 mark questions are given as book bag questions. First one, differentiate the following monocard and dicard through differences. Page number 177 already ma'am has marked and given. Page number 177. How many points are totally given? So you can include this question as 3 mark and 4 questions. 4 points are given. Number of xylem, dicard and dicard, so what are the differences are there given? So only it is including the 4 mark. So next part also you have to write. When the 7 mark question is given, you have to read the question very well, because sometimes jointly they will give 2 questions together. Otherwise, first part, the second part, it is must to write both the questions, because one question, sometimes it may be proven number 1 question, then second question, third question, like that. Some questions they will split into 2 or 3 categories. See how to answer for all these questions, well-known questions. Select the well-known questions and answer for all the questions. Next, second question. In this first part, A is monocard route and the dicard route. Then aerobic, B part is aerobic and anaerobic respiration. That is also page number 183-84. Next, describe the main 3 stages. 183. All the 3 stages are given. This is 7 mark question completely. Glycolysis, Krebs cycle, electron transport chain. Sometimes along with that any 2 stages and 2 or 3 parts also will be included. Then next, third question is, see the third question, how does the higher light dependent reaction differ from the light independent reaction? What are the end product and reactants in each? Where does each reaction occur within the chloroplast? So here also 3 parts are already given. Page number 81, answer is also mentioned. So in the first answer, first paragraph, you have to write how does the light dependent reaction differ from light independent reaction. So you have to mention the differences of both the processes. Then afterwards, what are the end product and reactants in which? You have to write the second part and the end products, what we are getting, and the reactants also. Then last, third one, so 3 segregations, 3 questions are included in same question. Where does each reaction occur within the chloroplast? So see the difference in the first question and third question. First question, the 2 answer questions from the first one, A and B are segregated and asked, but in the third one it is not like that. All the 3 questions are asked together. So you have to read the question very well. Don't write only the answer for the first question. You read the second question and third question also. You have to mention the answers for the second one. Leave one line or some space after writing one question and start the second one and third one also. Like that, if you are giving, the marks will be splitted and given. So write carefully. Don't leave any simple part of the question from the 7 mark question. 4 mark question also the same category they used to ask. So yesterday's portion, previous class, in the previous class portion, I have given one answer in second part. Fill in the blanks, 4th question. The source of O2 liberated in photosynthesis is water only. Already one was given water. That is correct answer only. No need to write the byproducts. Water. Okay, now we can pass on to the interior questions from this lesson. What are the interior questions are given? The students, those who are willing to study the book bag question, study only book bag question. Then 50% of mark you can get from this area. Interior questions, if you are studying properly, you can get more marks also. See, first one, here the first one word question is given. Who is called as the father of plant anatomy? That is Nehemiah Grove. Already you have marked, I think. Once again you see this answer, English physician. Nehemiah Grove is known as the father of anatomy. That is plant anatomy. So read the question very well. plant anatomy. The father of plant anatomy is Nehemiah Grove. If you not mark this answer, once again you mark it. Then second one, what are the two types of tissues? Not tissue system. See the question very well. There are two types of tissues in plants. First one is the meristematic tissue and the permanent tissue. So the first question is tissue, not tissue system. See the variation in the question. Types of tissues. So first one is the types of tissues, meristematic tissue and the permanent tissue. That is the two types. But in the next type, tissue system. What are the types of tissue system? This is the book bag question. See, in the types of tissues, that is not book bag. These tissues, only two types are there. That is meristematic tissue and the permanent tissue. But in the type of tissue system, there are three types of given. Dermal, epidermal, dermal or epidermal tissue system, ground tissue system and the vascular tissue system. So here some 1 words and 2 marks also we have covered on the page number 173 interior questions. Next page, you can come on to the next page, 174. Tissue system. What are the components of tissue system? Dermal tissue system. What are the components of dermal tissue system? Epidermis and the peridermis. Two. You have to write two types. Epidermis and the peridermis. And what are the components of ground tissue system? Colon-lemma and sclerenchyma tissue. Both are tissues. Then vascular system. Three types of tissue system. Vascular system is given. What are the components of this vascular tissue system? Vascular tissues are silent tissue and phloem tissue. Separately, in the match the following format, they will ask this question also, reasoning question also. Functions. What are the functions of dermal tissue system? Two important functions, protection and prevention of water loss. Then ground tissue system, main functions, 4 or 5 functions are given. So these 5 functions will be asked in the 2 mark question or 4 mark question. Photosynthesis, food storage, segmentation, support and the protection. Then last one, what are the functions of the vascular tissue system? Silent tissue, transport of water and minerals, phloem tissue, transport of food. So these components of tissue and the functions of tissue also you have to learn properly. And what are collateral? This is the book bag question only. Next, these diagrams, all the diagrams, types of vascular bundle, what are the types and the difference between radial, conjoint, sometimes question may be after giving the diagrams, they will ask what type of vascular bundle is this one. You have to find out the types and you have to write the name of the tissues also. Next page, in the next page, differences between the dicot and the monocot root. What are the differences between the dicot and monocot root? That is also book bag question only. Then remaining vascular bundles. This starch sheath. What is starch sheath? Internal question. The answer is endodermis is the innermost layer. Page number 177. The endodermis, third paragraph, the innermost layer of endodermis is the cortex is consists of single layer of barrel-shaped cells. These cells contain starch grains. So it is called as starch sheath. So what is starch sheath? Starch sheath is the barrel-shaped cells which contains the starch grains. So you have to mention the shape of the cell and what it contains. Only starch grains will be present. That is called as, so because of the presence of these starch grains, these barrel-shaped cells are called as the starch sheath. Next page number 178. Xylem and phloem. Here above that you can see the bundle sheath. What is bundle sheath? Each vascular bundle, these vascular bundles is surrounded by a few layers of sclerenchyma cells. If the vascular bundle is surrounded by the sclerenchyma cells, they are called as a bundle sheath. Then protoxylem lacuna. What is protoxylem lacuna? In mature vascular bundle, you have to start from this answer. In mature vascular bundle, page number 178, xylem, see under the heading, xylem, in mature vascular bundle, the lowermost protoxylem disintegrates and form a cavity. This is called as a protoxylem lacuna. Then pith is the differentiated monocot substance, center portion. Next page, come to the next page. Bigiform cells, that is present, epidermis, page number 179, epidermis, see under the heading, epidermis, villiform cells. Some cells of upper epidermis are large. Some cells of upper dermis in isobilateral leaves or monocot leaves, that is large and thin walled, so they are called as the villiform cells. Next, page number 180. Page number 180. What are the difference between dicot leaf and the monocot leaf? Two differences are given. That also you have to study for 2 mark question. Then plastids. What are plastids? What are the types of plastids? 3 types of plastids. First, you have to write a definition for plastids. Plastids are double membrane bound organelles found in plants and some algae. So double membrane bound organelles. This word is very important. Underline that word. Okay. Double membrane bound organelles. They are found in the plants and some algae. They are responsible. What is their function? They are responsible for preparation or storage of food. So storage of food is responsible for these plastids. And types of plastids. Chloroplast, that is color. Which color? Chloro, green colored. Chromo, yellow, red, orange color, different various color except green color. Then leucoplast, colorless. 3 types of plastids. Next, then one word. Which pigment is called as the primary pigment? Chlorophyll is called as primary pigment in photosynthesis. And the secondary pigments also there. First you have to underline this primary pigments. And ultra structure of chloroplast. Diagram with labelation. Neat labeled diagram. Outer membrane, inner membrane. Then the thylakoids, everything, whatever given in the book, you have to mark and study. Next one. What are the functions of chloroplast? Functions of chloroplast are photosynthesis. First function is photosynthesis. If it is, see the mark of the question. If it is asked in the 3 mark question, only you have to mention the functions. No need to give the explanation. So first one is photosynthesis. Second one, storage of starch. Third one, synthesis of fatty acid. Fourth, storage of lipids. And fifth one, formation of chloroplast. So if it is asked in the 2 mark question or 4 mark question, you have to write all the 5 points. The functions you have to mention properly. Then afterwards, only one function is here explained. If it is asked in the 7 mark, this photosynthesis function, you have to explain. Next, accessory pigments. Primary pigment is chlorophyll. That is one word question. Chlorophyll is the primary pigment that traps the solar energy. What's the function of this primary pigment? It is trapping the solar energy and converts into electrical and chemical energy. So it is converting into 2 energy. One energy is converted into 2 energies, electrical energy and the chemical energy. Next, photosynthesis, that's definition and all, that is book bag question. Okay. Then role of photosynthesis, sunlight in the photosynthesis, light dependent, light reaction and the dark reaction. Already you have studied in the. Then one word is there. The light dependent photosynthesis or light reaction or Hill reaction. 3 names are given. So first one is the light dependent reaction. The question may be in any one form. Light dependent or light reaction or one more is there, Hill reaction. See why it is called as Hill reaction? Because this reaction was discovered by Robin Hill in 1939. So light dependent photosynthesis was discovered by Robin Hill. Underline that scientist name. That is also one word. So it is in the presence of light energy in the thylakoid region of leaf. Next question. Next page. This full form for this ATP, ADP, NAD, NADP. This one also you have to learn. Adenosine triphosphate, adenosine diphosphate, etc. Then one more question is answer is one information is given in the bracket. The cell cannot get its energy directly from the glucose. In plant cells, they are not able to get the glucose. That is starch which is prepared by the photosynthesis process. It contains the glucose. This glucose is not utilized directly from the cells. So they need. So in respiration, the energy released from the glucose used to make ATP. So why ATP is formed in plants? Why ATP is produced in plants? Reason. What is the reason for that one? Reason of the question. So you have to write the answer. The cells are not able to produce the glucose, not able to consume. They cannot get the energy directly from the glucose. That's why the glucose is converted into ATP. From ATP they are getting the energy. Next question. Page number 182. Photosynthesis. Overview of Hill and the Calvin cycle. One diagram is given. That diagram also you have to see. Next, one word question. Calvin cycle. The cycle is named Calvin cycle because this Calvin cycle chemical pathway for photosynthesis is discovered by the Melvin Calvin, the American biochemist, and he won the Nobel Prize in the year of 1961 for his discovery. This one also you have to note down for one word. Calvin cycle. Discovery of Calvin cycle is by Melvin Calvin. Because of this discovery, he got the Nobel Prize in 1961. Then, what are the factors affecting the photosynthesis? Two more questions. What are the factors affecting the photosynthesis? Two types of factors are there, internal factors and the external factors. Page number 182, internal factors. What are the internal factors are included here? Pigments, leafage, accumulation of carbohydrates and hormones. All the four you have to write. If it is asked in the 2 mark question, only the internal factors you have to write all the 1, 2, 3, 4 points. The external factors, they are light, carbon dioxide, temperature, water, mineral, elements. So 5, all the 5. 2 mark questions, whatever the points are given, you have to write all the points. No, don't give any points. Then which organelle is called as the powerhouse of the cell? One word question. Which organelle is called as the powerhouse of the cell? Mitochondria of the cell. So mitochondria is called as the powerhouse of the cell. Why it is called as the powerhouse of the cell? Because it is storing the energy in the form of ATP. Then structure of mitochondria. Structure of mitochondria diagram also very important. With that you have to write the explanation also. Mitochondria, structure of mitochondria diagram with all the notes, points. Then what is purine? The proteins and lipids has purine molecules. That is the protein molecules which is present on the channels of this mitochondria, purines. Next, page number 183. Here, types of respiration. Two types, external and internal respiration. What are the two processes in the respiration? That is physical process and the biochemical process. This physical process is external respiration And the biochemical processes that is obtaining on the cells, cellular respiration. So two types of respiration are mentioned here. In respiration, we know only respiration, that is only one type. Respiration, two types. External respiration and the cellular respiration. This external respiration is the physical process. This is the physical process. And this one is the biochemical process. So two types of respiration occurs in plants. First one is the external respiration, second one is the cellular respiration. After this external respiration, all this oxygen, these respiratory gases will be absorbed by the cells of the organism. So it is called the cellular respiration. This external respiration is physical process. Don't mention this respiration as physical respiration or biochemical respiration. You have to mention the organelle here. External respiration through the nostrils, there through the stomata. In plants, it is through the stomata. Respiration is through the stomata, and the cellular respiration is by the cells, biochemical processes. And the aerobic respiration, and the formula is given in the book. That formula also you have to learn. C6H12O6 plus 6O2. Then remaining 6CO2 plus 6H2O byproducts plus ATP in the form of energy. So after the respiration, the final product we are getting as energy in the form of ATP. Then stages of aerobic respiration. What are the stages of aerobic respiration? 3 stages are given. Glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and the electron transport chain, that is included for the 7 mark question. Then aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration also one equation is given, that will be asked in the 2 mark question. It is not a book bag question, so you have to learn that one also. Then respiratory quotient, this is book bag question with the definition and the formula you have to study. So first lesson completely we have finished the revision. Whatever given by us, if you are studying properly, one words and everything, book reading, throughout the book you have to accept some questions, you can study all the question answers from this area. Then we can pass on to the second lesson revision, that is structural organization of animals, that is unit 13 in biology, science 2. Unit 13, that is structural organization of animals. Structural organization of animals. Here 2 animals are included. Here book bag questions already you have mostly completed, I think. So no need to give the book bag questions. If any doubt is there, you can ask. First of all, these one words, book bag one words, choose the correct answer. All the answers are marked. Then fill in the blanks. Afterwards, true or false. As like the first lesson, whether the statement is false, you have to remove the wrong word and replace that wrong word with the correct word. Then if it is correct statement, no need to remove any words, you have to simply write true. Then 2 mark 2-mark questions are given in the one word form. Then short answers 4-mark questions. Finally long answers 3 questions are given. 3 questions are in the form of 7-mark questions. All the questions are given together only. Now we can come to the one-word questions and 2-mark questions from the interior side. First of all, the Kingdom Animalia introduction page. See the introduction page. Kingdom Animalia is what are the 2 major groups of Kingdom Animalia? There are 2 groups are there. First group invertebrates and second one is the chordates. Totally 2 groups are there, invertebrates and the chordates. These are the 2 groups. And the next one, scientific name of Indian cattle leech, Hirvinaria granulosa. The scientific name of Indian cattle leech. Underline that word also. That is one word question. It is coming under the group Annelida. And what is the main characteristic feature of this Annelida is that is metamenically segmented worms are coming under this group of Annelida. Next one, page number 187, phylum Chordata and the class Mammalia. From these 2 groups, the animals are taken as examples and it is explained here. Then what are the characters of mammals? Mammary gland is the females. It is most striking feature of mammals. So the important character is mammary glands. And next page, page number 188. The taxonomic position of this Indian cattle leech. Phylum is given, class, order, genus, species. So you can include this question in the 2-mark question or 4-mark question. 2-mark question. Sometimes this question will be asked in the 2-mark question. And sometimes it may be asked in the 4-mark question. And next one, ectoparasite. What is the meaning of ectoparasite? The parasitic organisms which are present on the external body parts, they are called as the external ectoparasite. 2 types of parasites are mentioned in this book, ectoparasites and the endoparasites. Endoparasites means the organism, the parasites which are living inside the body of the organism. They are called as the endo. Endo means interior side. So differences between the ectoparasite and endoparasite. When you are writing the differences, you have to mention the examples also. Don't forget to write the examples. For ectoparasites, blood fishes and the frogs, cattle in humans. These swamps. See in the book only blood of fishes. That is given. This leech is given as the ectoparasitic example. Then what is called as the sanguivorous animal. Sanguivorous animal means blood sucking animal. So that term also you underline. Sanguivorous animal. Good example is leech only. This leech is the sanguivorous animal. Then external morphology of this sanguivorous animal, leech. 7-mark question. Interior question. First you have to mention the shape and size of the organism. Then coloration. Segmentation, body segmentation. How many segments are there? How many segments? Totally 33 segments are there. You have to mention all the segments and the clitellum which is present on the body, the function of the clitellum, the receptors. What are the types of receptors? In the book itself it is mentioned. Don't forget to write the type of receptors on the receptor. First you have to write the definition for receptor. What is receptor? Then afterwards function, the types. Angular receptors, then segmented receptors, 2 types, and which segment it is located. That also you have to mention. Then in the last you have to write the suckers. These suckers also 2 types are there, anterior sucker and the posterior sucker. And what are the functions of these suckers? So when the question external morphology of the leech is asked, you have to write all these side headings and explanation with the diagram and label the parts also. then remaining external apertures, the functions of the types of these external apertures and the functions also mentioned here. Therefore, you can study for the 4-mark question. Okay, then divisions of body, remaining portion in the next class we can continue. Thank you.